From Exhibition Park in Toronto, the biggest game of Toronto's life as the Blue Jays lead 2-0 in their series against the White Sox, and it's Game 3 of the ALDS. Well, welcome everybody to Exhibition Ballpark here in Toronto. If Toronto wins this game, then they will be up 3-0. They won 2-1 and 1-0. In the first 2 games, only 4 runs have been scored in 2 games between the 2 teams. And for the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays, the Blue Jays have Jim Gott. He will be on the mound first. It's called Industry Center Stadium, but it is the Toronto Blue Jays home right now. Exhibition Park, it's the closest we could find. And the Chicago White Sox trying to win. There's both national anthems. So here's Jimmy Gott. Jim Gott is 6'4", 215. He's 23 years of age. And the Toronto Blue Jays just need to win 1 of 3 home games to force a Game 7. And here comes Rudy Law to start everything off for the Chicago White Sox. And inside ball 1. Rudy's hitting .375. Toronto's up 2-0. That'll be on the ground. They're going to go to first, 1 out. For Chicago, not many hits. They have Law, Bernazard, Fisk, Ron Kittle, Greg Lazinski, Harold Baines, Tom Paciorek, Scott Fletcher at short, and Vance Law. They're only hitting .197 in the postseason. That's it. Not many hits here. And here comes Tony Bernazard. And that'll be hit to right field and a base hit. So Chicago in 3 pitches. They have 1 out and a base hit. They want to start early. They do. And here's Carlton Fisk. Jim Gott would like to get everybody out here, and he would like that. That'll be a strike. And Fisk is hitting .250 in the postseason. But Jim Gott would just simply like, just to get the out, and that's going to be throw to second base. They're going to get him. No, they won't. He's safe. Steal to second base. And there it is. He is safe. The runner on second. The 1-1 to Carlton Fisk. Only 4 runs all series long. Between the teams, that's going to be a strike, 1 and 2. It's such a big game for Toronto because they want to get their 3rd win. Yes, on paper it looks like they have a buffer. Chicago's going to have to win 2 to get back home. But if you're Toronto and you win that 3rd game, Chicago is in a big bind. The 2-2 to Fisk. Struck him out. There's 2 outs. Jim Gott is starting off well, and here's Ron Kittle. Ron still doesn't have a hit in the postseason. If you go 3 games and don't have a hit, you got a problem. So here's Ron. Gott with a slow motion, and it'll be 1-0. Last game, Ron Kittle struck out twice. He's 0 for 4 today. The pitch. A swing and a miss here. It'll be 1-1. Ronnie is needing a hit. He has just absolutely been pulverized this postseason. And when you're batting cleanup, you're one of the reasons why they are 0-2. The Western divisions are 0 for 8 in the entire playoffs. The 2-1. It'll be 3-1. There are 3 teams from the Western divisions. Atlanta in the NL West, believe it or not, they're in the NL West because it didn't affect travel because they played a balanced schedule to left field, and it'll be foul. So the NL West had Atlanta, and they are down 3-0 after a shocking, hard-fought loss. Chicago, and they strike some out. Chicago's 0 for 2, and the Dodgers in the NL West are 0 for 2. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. So here comes Chicago now. Pitching for the White Sox. And, well, they're not going to have anything on him. Here's Damaso Garcia, who's been really good for the Blue Jays. And Damaso, and that'll be a strike. Damaso in game 1 at the inside the park home run. It was really good. He's hitting .417 in the playoffs. High and deep to left. And that'll be 1 out. The speed of the Blue Jays will help with the deep outfield wall. You have Garcia, Bonnell, Mosby, Barfield, Upshaw, Johnson, Griffin, Yorg, and Buck Martinez. The day-to-days, Bonnell and Barfield, still do not have a hit. Toronto hitting better than the White Sox. They've had more missed opportunities, believe it or not. And that'll be 0-1. Barry Bonnell. You want to say Barry Bonds, but it isn't. Bonnell, a swing and a miss, 0-2. He was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. The 0-2 with 1 out to Britt Burns. Struck him out. Actually, that was Britt Burns' his pitching. And Burns, 5 pitches, he has 2 outs.
The 17, number 15.
Here's Lloyd Mosby at .333. He's batting third, and he'll be high ball 1. I'm wondering whether this is going to be another one of those. Everybody's in a groove, and then somebody comes out and has a big hit. That'll be high to left field. It'll drop in a base hit. So Mosby will be on, but Barfield, and he goes to second, and he takes that one. Oh, they were a little lazy, and Mosby gets to second. Oh, this is big. Watch this. And watch him run. He notices they were just being lazy, so he went to second on that. And the throw was wide. And now Barfield is 0 for the playoffs. Here in the bottom of the first. Burns, and that'll be a strike. Britt. 8 pitches. They want to shut down Toronto early. They don't want to go down. Not in a series where there's only been 4 total runs. Barfield struck out twice. He has walked in the playoffs, but he still has not got a base hit. 1-1, and it's outside 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here in the fourth. The pitch, that'll be fouled off, 2-2. The 2-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Struck him out, and that's it. The end of 1, the score. The White Sox nothing, and Toronto nothing.
Leading off for the bench, the designated hitter,
So here we go in the second inning. Here's Greg Lazinski. And they're going to start off low. Lazinski in the last game was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And a swing and a miss again, 1-1. Holiday, Parker, Ross, and Lawrence, the umpires. 1-1. That'll be a strike, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out, 1 out. One out, and here's Harold Baines. Harold Baines is fast. He's hitting 167 again. That's 1 for 6. Inside ball 1. One and 0. To right field. That's deep, and it's going to hit the wall. Look at it. He's not fast. He's only got 27 speed. He's going to go to second and stop. That could have been an inside the Parker if he was a lot faster, but Harold Baines, I got him mixed up with Tim Raines. Baines and Raines, their names rhyme. And look at this. This is what a shot to right field, so it's a double with 1 out. Chicago, can they get somebody in? And here's Tom Paciorek. He's hitting .333. 1 out, top of the second. And that'll be a strike. Paciorek had a single in his last game. That's it, he was 1 for 3. The pitch. Another strike right down the middle. If he can somehow get a base hit, that would either score Baines or put him in sacrifice position. Away 2-2. Toronto has 3 games at home, and all they need to do is win 2 of the 3 games. Little dribbler will pick it up, check third, throw to first, 2 out. With 26 speed, Exhibition Stadium in Toronto. With 26 speed, the Toronto Blue Jays are the Chicago White Sox are gonna need a big base hit from Fletcher. It's gotta probably be a double to score. And down low, ball 1. Fletcher was 1 for 3 in the last game with a single. Jim Gott is going to try. Right now, 2 outs. Pitch is inside. It's 2-0. Gott has a slow windup, but he goes to Fletcher, the 2-0. Will probably be down the middle, and it is a strike. So Fletcher, the 8th hitter, the 2-1 from Gott. That'll be on the ground. Picked up. Second to first, they get the out, and that ends the inning. And the Toronto Blue Jays have kept Chicago off the board for a long time now. Now here's Willie Upshaw hitting .300, a home run and an RBI in the series. Total number of runs scored in this series: Toronto 3 and Chicago 1. So having an RBI is big here. They call that a high strike. So Upshaw was 1 for 3. A home run and an RBI. Last game, you remember that. That's going to be, is that there? They call it Oh, he pointed, and I thought they were going to call that fair. Oh, I was going to say that was foul. Struck him out, and Upshaw goes down. He didn't like that. And Burns will sit down. Upshaw's better be careful. No, he didn't like it. And I'm glad it cut away. You don't want to read lips there. And here's Cliff Johnson. Down low 1-0. Cliff hitting .300. No home runs, 1 RBI. The pitch. And that'll be fouled away, 1-1. .300 average the last couple of games. He's 3 for 10 in the playoffs. And that'll be fouled off. Cliff looking good as it's 1-2. 1-2. Struck him out, and Britt Burns is looking good today. His 4th strikeout here in the bottom of the second. He's owning the Blue Jays lineup. And here's Alfredo Griffin at 364. Same thing, Griffin to left, deep, and it'll hit the wall. Griffin past first, he has 75 speed, and he'll go to second, a double, a stand-up double off Britt Burns. And now all of a sudden Alfredo Griffin gets on. And this inning has somebody on second ready to come home. He has 75 speed. And now Garth York, so both teams have had runners on, and they've had chances. And nobody's got anything in. You're getting 286. That's a ball. He rung up people on that pitch. York is one of the RBIs. So far, one of the 3 RBIs in the series. York. High and deep to left, but not enough. And they're going to catch it and end to second. But the Blue Jays are the Miracle Blue Jays. And they haven't scored there. We go to the 3rd. Law, and well, this is Vance Law now, and Vance hasn't scored. He's a third baseman. He's really good defensively against bunts, but he hasn't got on base yet this postseason. And Jim Gott, that'll be down on the ground. They'll go to Gott. Gott is racing him, and he's got him. He's out. He's out. I looked at the umpire. He flung his arms out like he was going to call safe. Then he punched his fist. It was just a windup, and here's Rudy Law. Rudy's 3 for 9 in the series. He grounded out in the 1st. Here in the top of the 3rd. We're going to have a baseball game tonight and football next. Inside a strike. The last game, Rudy was 2 for 4. Gott, and that'll be a bunt that goes bad, 0-2. Rudy looking good. The 0-2. On the ground. And they go again, the race, and again Jim Gott wins the race. Jim Gott being athletic today. Having to outbeat some of the fast runners. And here comes Tony Bernazard. He got a single in the 1st inning off Jim. 2 outs, and that'll be on the ground foul. So Bernazard, 1 for 1. It'll be low ball 1. One and 1 with 2 outs. And a strike here. 1-2 with 2 outs. That'll be a ball 2-2. 1 for 1 today for Tony Bernazard. High and deep to right. And that one will go foul. Exhibition Stadium. This is before the Sky Dome. The Sky Dome didn't exist yet. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. Toronto will go to the third. 0-0. So here's Buck Martinez. Remember, he had 2 RBIs. That'll be on the ground. Picked up, throws the first one out. This looks like another game where it's going to be difficult to do anything run-wise. Garmaso Garcia, he's been a bright spot, 4 for 9. And 2 RBIs, I think, in the series. I don't know. He has an RBI because he had a home run inside the park. He has an RBI. 1 for 4 in the last game. That'll be on the ground. He has 81 speed. Short the first, 2 out. And Britt Burns is now on a roll. Here's Barry Bonnell, who struck out in the first. He still has not had a base hit all playoffs long. The inside ball, 1-0. Barry Bonnell. High and deep to left. It's kind of in the gap. Left center. But the catch will be made. The end of 3. Well, it's Fisk, Kittle, and Lazinski coming up. Well, both teams have struggled trying to get runs. And here's Carlton Fisk in the top of the 4th. Both pitchers went 1-2-3 last inning. And Gott is swinging and miss there, a strike. There you see Exhibition Park in Toronto. Before the Sky Dome. High, and it'll be 1-1. Carlton Fisk. Well, he'd love to get a solo shot here. Swing and a miss here, 1-2. The reason why Toronto is winning this series is they are silencing the White Sox bats at the right time. And it'll be a number to second. The first one out. This is one of those games where everybody's in a groove. And here's Ron Kittle, who's 0 for 1. Both teams have a good bullpen because they're getting outs easy, and it's down low 1-0. So Ron Kittle again. You got to wonder if somebody ends up winning this series early, and it'll be 2-0. Those rest days will help. Jim Gott is 2-0 to Ron, and that'll be a strike. Well, there you see it. 2 base hits apiece. Nobody scored as normal. A very low-scoring game. Anybody scores, that's a big deal. And it'll be 2-2. Top of the 4th. 1 out. The 2-2 from Gott. Now it'll be to left. They're going to run after it, and they're going to make the catch. 2 out. And both Gott and Britt Burns are pitching a great game. And here's Lazinski. Struck out in the second. He's only hitting 1 for 7 in this series at 143. And high 1-0 to Greg. Greg Lazinski for the White Sox. He's hitting 5th. 0-1, and that'll be a strike. Not aggressive like Baltimore and Detroit. The 1-1. That'll be a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 to Greg Lazinski. Down low, and it bounces in. The 2-2 with 2 outs. High pop fly. This is going to be deep center field. Way back. This one is gone. And Greg Luzinski has given Chicago the first lead of the whole postseason. Greg Luzinski and the Chicago White Sox lead 1-0. This is their first lead in a series. They got down 2-1, 2-0 to the Blue Jays, made it 2-1, and then, or they might have even tied it, it doesn't matter. 441 feet. And this will be the first time all series they have the lead. And God again, it'll be Harold Baines. Baines is 1 for 1, slow, only 26 speed. If he gets on, don't expect a double swap. It'll be 1-1. He was 1 for 3 last game with an RBI. No, 1 for 3 last game, no RBIs. He had a single, and it'll be 1-2 now. So Harold Baines. A 1-2 with 2 outs. High pop fly. This will be center field. And he makes a catch, 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Greg Luzinski. Everything's a premium. And this is big for the White Sox. First time they've scored in a long time. They go to the bottom of the 4th. Here's Lloyd Mosby. And that's big for the White Sox. If they want to win this game, then they got to score early, and they know it. If they want to win this series, they have to win this game. And Britt Burns now to Mosby, 1-0. So he's got Barfield next, who still hasn't had a hit. And that'll be a strike, 1-1. So Britt Burns now, it's 1-0 Chicago. They got to win this game, and they know it. It'll be 2-1. The 2-1. Are they going to bunt this? It's on the ground. Nobody to first, and it's a base hit. Nobody. No, what is that? What happened? Somebody tell me what happened. Let's see. Was it off of him? Oh, he caught it. He caught it. So he catches it there. And here's Jesse Barfield, 0 for 1. And that'll be a strike. That was a poor bunt. Hard to see this ball. Barfield right to first. Nothing's going for him. He's still hitless in the wild card game and 2 of these games. And it'll be 2 out. Willie Upshaw now. He struck out in the 2nd. Britt Burns is in his groove. And that'll be away, ball 1. That was a little bit lazy there. That'll be fouled off, 1-1. Exhibition Stadium. Chicago 1, Toronto 0. High into right field. 4 innings, he's thrown like 35 pitches. And Britt Burns is doing unbelievable. We go to the 5th. It's 1-0. Well, here we go. Tom Paciorek, 2 for 7 in the series. He grounded out in the 2nd. Jimmy Gott here in game number 3. That'll be a ball outside. Gott coming into the inning at 57 pitches. And 2 here, it'll be 1-1. So he's getting along all right. Chicago's up 1-0 off a solo shot. And that's going to be a strike again. While Philadelphia and Atlanta, such wild games. these such defensive games. I would expect it to be different. The 2-2 top of the fifth. And he got it there, and out, 1 out. Paciorek goes down, and Scott Fletcher is 0 for 1, hitting 143 in the postseason. The pitch, it'll be a strike. Scott is 0-1 with 1 out. And it'll be a strike there again. 22 balls, 42 strikes. Total of 64 pitches. They'll be outside 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And they'll be 2 and 2. Jim Gott again. High pop fly. And underneath. Backing up, 2 outs. They're doing well. I mean, Toronto's doing well. It was just 1 pitch that was different. Vance Law hitting 9th. It's always, I said, the difference between a mistake and an athletic play is where was the pitch. It was right down the middle. It was a mistake. If it was on the edges and junk, it was a great athletic play. They'll be 2-0. And it'll be 3-0. Rudy Law. That's going to be ball 4. And Vance Law goes to first, and here's Rudy Law. 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. Is Jim Gott going to struggle with 2 outs? Here they go. Jimmy Gott. That'll be a strike to open it up to Rudy Law. Now this game, that'll be a hard hit. Short, and he just catches the line dry. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Blue Jays haven't done anything offensively, but they got Johnson, Griffin, and Jorg. Here's Cliff Johnson. 0 for 1. He struck out in the 2nd. Britt Burns. And that'll be fouled off. 0-1. Last game, Cliff was 0 for 3. The 0-1. Outside, it'll be 1-1. 1-1, bottom of the 5th. And that'll be fouled away, 1-2. That'll be on the ground. Picked up, thrown to first, 1 out. You know, Toronto is looking for something now. They haven't had success here today offensively yet. And Britt Burns has only thrown 40 pitches. That'll be to left and foul. The solo home run is the only offense for both these teams. Alfredo Griffin is 1 for 1. That'll be a hard hit and a base hit. He's got a double and a single today. So Toronto gets a runner on with 1 out. Right there on the slider. Not many base hits. Now they got a runner on first. Garth Jorg, 0 for 1. And that'll be on the ground. It gets a base hit. It gets through. Now he's got 75 speed. He's going to third. The throw to third. He's going to be safe. It's way off the bag. And it'll be first and third. There's an error. They say an error on the first baseman. Let's see, though. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. He was playing in. I think that's a little bit harsh of a decision. And here's Buck Martinez, who's 0 for 1 today. First and third, one out. They got a runner in sacrifice position, and it's 1-0. This is a pivotal play in this series because Toronto leads 2-0. And there are not many runs in this game, not many chances. And Brett Burns misses 2-0. If they get a fly ball, this could be absolutely a different game. Remember, if Toronto wins this game, they're up 3-0. And that'll be fouled away, 2-1. Especially this at-bat, where you can have a sacrifice in this at-bat. Anything but a double play, even a ground out, as long as it's not a double play. Swing and a miss, it'll be 2-2. Britt Burns, cool and calm. 47 pitches, this will be number 48. High into left, that's going to be fouled off. Buck Martinez, 0 for 1. The 2-2 pitch. To left field, this is going to be long enough. They're going to test him at home, they catch it, they're going to throw home at the plate, Play at the plate, it's not even going to be close with the throw. And Toronto's tied it up at 1. Oh, what a big run for Toronto. And here comes Damaso Garcia here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. 2 outs and 1 on for Burns. And Garcia at the plate, 0 for 2 today. And a ball, 1-0. A walk would move him up to second. 1-0. And low and on the ground. Now the runner at first only has 49 speed. So they're probably going to take 2 actions to get him in. Maybe a walk and a hit, or a hit and 2 hits in a row or something. 1-1, low, 2-1. Toronto has tied this game at 1. Chicago has not scored more than 1 run in any game in this series. They scored 1 in the first game and 0 in the rest. Garcia fouls it off. 2 outs. They got 2-2. They got 49 speed at first. The 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. There's a shot to short. They go to second, and that'll end the inning. Number 6 will come up. Very, very big. It's 1-1. And here's Tony Bernazard. In the series, he's 3 for 10. He has a triple. Today, he's 1 for 2. He had a single. It's now 1-1. He bunts, and it'll be foul. He only has 71 speed. Bernazard 1 for 4 in his last game. And inside a ball, 1-1. The bullpen, Don Cooper and Roy Lee Jackson. This is just so tense now. High jammed him. And second baseman will go over. Damaso Garcia will make the catch, 1 out. Jammed him in. Good night. Carlton Fisk. And that'll be a base hit. So Carlton will get on first with 1 out. And now Jim Gott has to deal with this. That was easy for Fisk. Good night. A nice, this was an athletic play. If you saw where he threw the pitch, he's down and in the corner. And here's Ron Kittle. A strikeout and a line out. And he still has not got a hit all postseason. 1 on, 1 out. Gott down low. And they're not going to move. It's going to be 1-0. Top of the 6th. 1-0. High pop fly. Right field. Underneath, they make the catch, 2 out. So Fisk will stay on first. He's not the quickest of runners. So even on if it's a 3-2 count, here's Lisinski. Lisinski hit a solo home run in the 4th. You got to remember, Lisinski is on fire right now. With 2 outs, you might pitch around him. Gott. And that's what they do, 1-0. Greg Lisinski. This will be Gott's 81st pitch. Did he go? And they say did not. They throw to second and Fisk. He's safe. So he can score on a Lisinski hit. It's a pass ball. It was low. Buck Martinez let it go by him. Oh, it wasn't hit. So they throw to second and that's it. So it'll be a 2-0 pitch coming up to Lisinski. First is open, so they might want to just pitch around him. And that's low and fouled away, 2-1. Greg Lisinski. Swing and a miss here, 2-2. Lisinski. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For Jimmy Gott. To left and foul. The 2-2. Struck him out, and that ends the inning. He couldn't get Fisk in, and Jimmy Gott knows that was a big strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 1-1. A lot of pitches for Toronto, but Chicago not so much. Juanel is 0 for 10 in the series. He hasn't got a hit here. Burns is only 54. Did he go? Yes, he did. And they didn't like that, but it's 0-1. Barry Bonnell. 0 for 2 today. The pitch, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Fred Burns. The 0-2. It'll be inside 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And 2-2. And the 2-2. Struck him out. It hit the ground. They'll throw to first. 1 out. Lloyd Mosby. He was 1 for 2. He doubled in the 1st. So here's Lloyd against Britt. And Lloyd to center field. They run in. It hits the ground. It's a base hit. So Lloyd, but the problem is you got Jesse Barfield coming up, and Barfield hasn't looked good in their series at bat. They're playing the speed defensive style baseball, and they're playing low scores. Oh, that hit him. So here's Jesse Barfield, 0 for 2. And Britt Burns now. 0 for the playoffs is Barfield, and that's a strike. You notice he struck out and grounded out today. 1 walk in 3 games. 1 wild card in 2 previous. They won the wild card 6-1 in the Yankee Stadium. And that'll be a strike, 0-2. Oh, so big. The 0-2. Inside 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They're going to second. They throw. Did he get him? Yes, they did. They got him. I don't know if they got him or not. But what a What a throw. And it's 2-2 with 2 outs now. Struck him out, and that's it. So implosion there after a promising start. We go to the 7th, 1-1.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher's Don Cooper. 1 game this year, 2/3 of an inning, walked 2, struck out none, but didn't allow anybody earned in. And nobody's got a hit off of him so far. And here's Harold Baines, 2 for 8. He's 1 for 2 today, and he had a double. So Don Cooper. Down low, 1-0. Again, when you get somebody new in, you just want that first strike, and there it is. You want that first out. And Don feels it here. And that's going to be down low, 2-1. Harold Baines, 1 for 2. The pitch, high and fouled it off. He only has 26 speed. Oh, and it hit him, and he goes to first. So Don can't get the out. And again, when you get the first batter on with nobody out, there's a lot of tension. Here's Pachurik. He struck out and grounded out. 250 for the series. He's 0 for 2 today. And here's Cooper. High ball 1. 1-0. Top of the 7th. There's a hit to right field, and there he goes. And 2 are on with nobody out. Chicago's pressuring now. They are pressuring. Oh, so big. And here's Scott Fletcher. Fletcher to first, and that's a base hit. Are they going to score? Yes, they will. They're going to get 1 with 46 speed. Are they going to send them? They are. It's a bad throw. And they're going to score 2, and it's 3-1 White Sox here in game number 3. Toronto had a great opportunity to take this game, but right now they put in Don Cooper, and Cooper has not even gotten out yet. Not even 1 in 8 pitches. He's given up 2 runs. And that'll be 1-0 to Vance Law. So the question is, can Toronto do the same? That'll be high and to right. They might try for third. Put him in sacrifice position to throw to third. And he's safe. The throw was off target. Now they got a runner in sacrifice position. Here's Rudy Law. Rudy's going to have to hit it a little farther to get the runner in, but they're doing everything to keep this guy from coming in. High and to left. It's going to be short, though. There's the catch. They throw home, and he's going to easily get him. He's out. Oh, my goodness. They sent him, and they shouldn't have. And he gave it all he could, and that was right on the mark. So here's Willie Upshaw. Remember, it's a 2-run lead for Chicago. They have the most runs in the series, so really, it's 4-4 in the series for both teams for runs. Upshaw to right, and this might hit the ground, and it will. Maybe, and it's caught. It is caught. Oh, my goodness, look at this. What a catch. Rudy Law. I thought that thing was going to hit the ground. Now here's Cliff. 0 for 2 today. Britt Burns, and it'll be fouled back. In this series, he only has one hit. If they can get on and get to Britt, that would be big. It's bottom of the 7th, and he hung that one in the air. Look at the pitch count. 5 in the 3rd, 9 in the 4th. He really knocked down some low pitches. And that'll be to left and deep left field. It might cut it to 1, but it's to the warning track and caught right at the wall. Right at the wall, and they're hitting him hard. They're hitting Britt Burns hard. And now Alfredo Griffin will come in the bottom of the 7th. A double, a single, and he scored a run. He's hitting .462 in the series, and he has 2 RBI. Here's Alfredo, and it'll be ball 1 outside. In the bullpen, those two go ahead. That was quick. I didn't even hit a button. And it'll be 2-0. Britt Burns is getting hit hard. Really hard. The 2-0. And that'll be a strike. Well, if Alfredo can get on and maybe get a double, they might be able to swap places. The 2-1 straight up. It'll be second. They'll throw to first. He's off the base. He's off the base. And it will be a base hit. And now Garth Yord. You can see in Exhibition Stadium, Garth Yord flew out and reached on an error. All these games have been close. Series, he's 1 for 6. And here's Garth. 0 for 2. And a strike. Garth Yord. 74 pitches for Britt Burns. The 0-1. That'll be a shot to right field. It'll hit the ground and a base hit. So they got 2 on with 2 out. And they got the 75 speed on second base. And Britt Burns is feeling a little pressure. Here comes the manager, and there goes Britt Burns. Britt Burns goes home, goes out. He was hit hard. This game could easily be 2-1 with 1 out, or even nobody out. But here's Dick Tidrow. He's been in 2 games so far, 2 innings, 3 strikeouts. People got hits off of him, an ERA of .450. So now, Buck Martinez. Yeah, he's 0 for 4 with an RBI. He was 0 for 3 in the first game. He had a sac fly in this game and got his RBI. That's Toronto's only run. A base hit for Buck with 2 outs, and it is at least 3-2. And high ball 1. Tidrow has been shaky at best in the series. He's a good pitcher, but he's in a slump here, and it's 1-1 to strike. Toronto now. The 1-1. And that's going to be a strike there, 1-2, with 2 outs. Martinez with 2 outs. Tidrow trying to get him out. Low, 2-2. Tidrow wanted to get that. Chicago in 1983. Toronto in 1983. The 2-2 to Buck. Can he be clutch? And it'll be fouled off again. Martinez right now is staying alive. Bottom of the 7th. 3-1, the 2-2. And that'll be fouled off again. He is still in it. Martinez. The 2-2 with 2 outs. Along the ground, it could be a base hit. It's picked up by second. They throw to first. He is out. He's out. Oh my goodness. If he had more than 25 speed, he would make it. But he's out. It's 3-1. We go to the 8th. Bernazard, Fisk, and Kittle. Roy Lee Jackson. 1 game, a third of an inning pitched. And that's it. Nobody's got a hit of him, off him or anything. He's coming in to start the 8th, and here comes Tony Bernazard. Now, if you're Chicago, you know you need to get runs. You need to get a little bit of a buffer. They got 2 right now. Oh, and good night. There it is. 1 pitch, good night, and out of the stadium. For Tony Bernazard, his first to the playoffs. 416 feet, and it's 4-1 White Sox. And it looks like this game they saved their season. It seems like they've saved their season in a World Series dreams. And it is 4-1. Good night. Well, it is right there. Chicago's World Series dreams. They said that they should have been the team in the World Series in '83. They just weren't ready. And this time they feel they can actually do it. But they got down 2-0, but they lead 4-1 here. And that'll be a ball up high. Roy Lee Jackson. Well, his first pitch didn't go well, and his second one was called a ball. And Fisk, it'll be 1-1. And right in front of the catcher there. Roy Lee Jackson, the 1-1, and inside a strike. 1-2 to Fisk. Fisk had a first pitch single. In this game, they go to right. It's going to be deep foul. It'll be 1-2. The 1-2 to Fisk. Here in the top of the 8th. Good night. He goes down, 1 out. Hard ticket to get here in Toronto. Exhibition Stadium. He held up his swing, but it was right there. And here's Ron Kittle. 0 for 3 today. 0 for this series. And they call that one a strike. The same one that he threw in the corner that got him called a ball just a batter earlier. And that'll be a little grounder and a base hit. With 34 speed, Kittle gets on. I believe that's his first hit of the postseason. Right there on the side, 89-mile-an-hour fastball. And now you have Greg Lazinski. Lazinski 1 for 3 today, and that'll be fouled off 0-1 in the dugout. The 0-1. High and 0-2. The 0-2 for Lazinski. Struck him out, and there's 2 outs. So Jackson gave up a home run. Right now after that, he gave up a hit, but he's got 2 big outs. And here's Harold Baines. Baines is 1 for 2. And down low, ball 1. Harold a double, and he scored a run, 250 in the postseason. I don't think he's going to win MVP of this series. Who knows? Game 7 home run, who knows there? And that'll be a strike. The White Sox lead 4-1. This obviously is the highest score the White Sox have had. In the series, they've had 5 runs. Toronto has had 4. That'll be on the ground, and that'll be foul. 2-2. To right field and makes a catch. Thought it was going to the wall, but we go to the bottom of the 8th. Tony Bernazard. He had the solo shot on the first pitch of the 8th inning, and Bernazard hit it out of Exhibition Stadium. And it is 4-1. Dennis Lamp will come in. It is his first time in. First time we see Dennis Lamp. Bottom of the 8th, here's Damaso Garcia. If you're Toronto, your biggest thing is not power, but just get on base. Lamp 0-1. In a bullpen, Salome Barajas. Salome Barajas and Juan Agosto. The 1-0. And Damaso fouls it off, 1-1. So big, Dennis Lamp. The 1-1 now. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Damaso put himself in a hole. The 1-2. Hits it to left field. This is back, and this is caught, 1 out. Oh, right to that gap again. And Damaso Garcia, if he would have hit that, it would have hit the ground. He'd still be running. And Barry Bunnell, he's 0 for 11 in the series. He struck out his last time up in the 6th. Barry, and that's going to be down low. Ball 1. One and 0, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Bottom of the 8th. 3-1. Lloyd Moseby on deck. Swing and a miss there. It'll be a full count. Full count to Barry Bunnell. Up the middle, it'll be picked up. They throw to first. Oh, it's high, but he gets the out, 2 out. And Lloyd Moseby will come up. He had a double and a single in this series. He's 4 for 11 with 1 double. And there's 2 outs. Toronto was hoping to get a run here. And that'll be a strike. He took that all the way. Lloyd Moseby. Same place on the ground. Third to first. He gets the out. We go to the 9th. Chicago, they're the #1 seed in the American League. They're down 2-0, but they're up 4-1 here. In the 9th inning, Toronto is trying to make this a dull game. They want to score a couple runs and put this out of reach. Roy Lee Jackson. And that'll be a ball slightly outside. So Jackson's going to need to get Pachorik, who's 1 for 3. It's inside, 2-0. Roy Lee Jackson. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Not the best for Roy Lee Jackson. And it'll be 3-1 here. Tom Pachorik. Inside, fouled it off. It'll be 3-2. Toronto trying to give themselves a shot. Struck him out, 1 out. The Shark was up 3-0 in the count and ends up striking out. That's always difficult, especially in what looked like ball 4. Here's Scott Fletcher. 1 for 3. And that's a ball, 1-0. Fletcher 1 for 3 at a double. 4-1 White Sox. And outside 2-0. Oh, 3-0, and again, the second straight battery went 3-0. He might go green light here. Nope. 4-0, and there it is. Fletcher on first, and here's Vance. If I were Vance, I would take a couple pitches. Even if the first one were a strike, they throw to first, he's safe. Rudy Lee Jackson, not a good outing right now. High and fouled off, 0-1. A strike there, 0-2. The 0-2. And it'll be 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out, and that'll be 2 outs. That'll be a big out here, as now, watch this, was this in the zone? Oh, right on the corner. Rudy Lee Jackson, which is making me think Chicago was hitting better. Stan Clark will come in. He pitched for an inning. The righties were great. The lefties hated him. And Stan Clark trying to get the final out of this game. Toronto's at home here in the 9th. Swing and a miss here, 0-1. Rudy Laws 0 for 4. He flew out in the 7th. Runner on first. That'll be a strike, 0-2. So Clark trying to go quick off of Rudy Law. Oh my, he wanted that one. 1-2. To right field, if it drops, it'll be trouble. It is trouble. They're not going to score here. They're just going to go second and third. And Stan Clark now with 2 outs. Here's Tony Bernazard, who's 2 for 4. And a chance to blow this thing wide open. High into left on the first pitch. Underneath. And making the catch, it's going to be 3 outs. Toronto has 3 more outs, or it's 2-1. Their lead is cut. Salome Barojas, 5'9", 160, 26 years old. And here's Jesse Barfield, 0 for 10 in the series. He struck out in the 6th, and this is it for the Blue Jays in the 9th. And that'll be fouled off for Barfield. 4-1 Chicago. They lead in the bottom of the 9th. Barfield, he can't straighten it out. You know, those are 2 meatballs right down the middle. And what do you do? The 0-2. Right up the middle. It'll be second base to first. And Barfield is having trouble. 1 out. In the bottom of the 9th. They don't get their runner, and here's Willie Upshaw. 0 for 3, flew out in the 7th. 4-1 Chicago right now. Inside ball one. 1-0. Bottom of the ninth. 2-0. Reno to Willie Upshaw. And if he can get on, then they need two people to get on before they can think about tying. Ball four, so there's one that gets on. So they have a runner get on first. That's Cliff Johnson. And now here's, no, that was, sorry, this is Cliff Johnson. 0 for 3, flew out in the seventh. 2:31 in the playoffs now. So they need Cliff to get on before they can think about tying run. A ball again. Barojas having trouble. Cliff with 1-0 from Barojas. And that is low, 2-0. He doesn't get it there. Toronto trying to get the tying run to the plate. With one out, the 2-0. And that'll be long on the ground. They get it to first. They throw to second. They go back to first. They end the game, and the Chicago White Sox have won. 4-1. And a role reversal what many felt should have been the first couple games. But the first couple games, Toronto won 2-1 and 1-0. And today, Chicago won 4-1. So they cut the lead to 2-1. And Toronto a little bit stunned with the double play. But Chicago will come out and take game number 3, 4-1. Oh, so big for Toronto. Now for the stats. Burns gets the win. Cooper gets the loss. And Chicago looking good here. They win on the road in Toronto 4-1. And they will cut the series lead to 2-1. But Toronto still only needs to win one out of the next 2 games to force a Game 7. So that home run was huge. And that base hit was big. Toronto has scored 2, 1, and 1 when it comes to runs. Chicago 1, 0, and 4. And then they got him out there at the plate. That was big. And then that home run. That was big at the top of the 8th, the first pitch. And the double play to end the game. So Britt Burns, the player of the game, though he turns out to be the winning pitcher for the White Sox. The box scores for Chicago. Bernazard had the home run. 2 for 5. He's the only multiple hit Chicago White Sox.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and
Everybody got a hit but Law. Every single person got a hit but Law.
And we remind you to please.
For Toronto, Mosby got 2. Griffin got 3. Yord got 1. And there were 6 donuts. 6 donuts there. For pitching, Burns gets the win. Tidrow and Lamp get the hold. And Barojas gets the save. After 6 2/3, there were no hits in the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. Just 1 walk. And for Toronto, it was Cooper who got the loss. For Cooper, you see Toronto tied at the bottom of the 5th, and in the 7th inning, that's when Chicago got 2 runs. So Cooper gets the loss there. Jackson and Clark came in. You can see they did give up hits there. Taking a look at the pitching analysis. So for the White Sox first, here's Burns, Barojas, Lamp, Tidrow, and that's for the White Sox. For the Blue Jays, here's Gott, Cooper, Jackson, Clark, and now for the batters. Here for the Blue Jays, here's Upshaw, Griffin, and I'll tell you what, as we take a look at all these, Chicago, that's what many people expected. Late inning heroics, and Toronto got shut down in the last 3 innings. Absolutely shut down. No hits and only 1 walk in the last 3. Here are the White Sox. So, quite frankly, for Toronto, they got to look at themselves. The most they've scored in a game is 2. Their offense has to start lighting it up a little bit more, or else it could be Chicago sweeping them in 6 games, going down 0-2, and then winning the rest. That is really big. We're going to exit this. Chicago and Toronto. Britt Burns, and Cooper. There you see it. And now we'll go to the postseason look. The postseason look here. 2-1 Baltimore. Toronto, Chicago is the first Western Division team to win. So Chicago is 1-2. Atlanta in the National League is 0-3. And the Dodgers are 0-2. And they will play the game tomorrow against the Expos. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.